And let's start with some due congratulations. 5 years with the Warriors as of today. Talk about the changes you've seen in 5 years.
Look right behind us, right? Or look on the walls around us. You can see what a complete transformation all of us together have actually enjoyed. So yeah, I don't know who that young guy was 5 years ago that took this job, but he's feeling a little older today, but pretty excited for a new season.
What excites you about this new season?
You know, it's as you guys get to travel amongst our NBA peers, I have never had the privilege of being associated with anything surrounded by so much anticipation and excitement. And yeah, that comes with really high expectations, but who wouldn't want to be in our shoes right now, right? Who wouldn't want to be this team at this point in time? And, you know, I think that's how everybody's approaching the year with you know, caution in some ways, because those high expectations, you know, maybe aren't going to be realized first day of the season. But I think that where we are and what this means to our fans is something we've never seen before.
Let's talk a little bit about the business of basketball. And you see the Warriors celebrated as the Sports Business Journal Sports Team of the Year in 2 of the last 3 years. That's very high praise. And you also look at how the NBA is having a global expansion. Where does it go?
I'll tell you, it's an exciting time throughout the league. The optimism about the future of the league, you know, we're in the midst of collective bargaining agreements right now. I think the fact that we're not hearing a lot about that is really good news. And the idea that with the players we could craft a way forward that really takes advantage of this moment in time that our league's having. Internationally, I mean, look at the Olympics were an incredible showcase for NBA basketball players, not just on the U.S. team, right? On every team that was competitive in the Olympics. And, you know, the idea that this is the sport that is going to continue to grow, continue to prosper, and the opportunities for our players and our teams that go along with that are pretty exciting.
When you talk about the Warriors and the business part of the equation, how important, how exciting, how crucial is it that we are here in this area where it's just nothing but technology and young ideas and new things coming out every year?
Well, you know, the way I look at it, it's probably the greatest recruiting tool next to, you know, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson that we have, right? Because to be where we live every day, to be at the center, the thought leaders in the world, charting the future, right? I'm not exaggerating, right? Charting the future of the world right here. To be able to be here, to get the exposure to those companies and the people that you get to meet and get to learn from. I think any player who at some point in their career gets a chance to choose where they would like to play, it's a pretty enticing piece of the offer.
When you look at not just the technology that's bringing us all together, like Warriors Live presented by Zoom, but also the opportunities that we have now to think about virtual reality and the ways that the game will be shared with people. We went to China just a couple of years ago for the Global Games, and you could see a real groundswell for not just the enthusiasm that we see here in the Bay Area, but on the other side of the world. It will be fueled by so much of this technology, specifically like virtual reality and those sort of things.
Well, I think the real challenge for the people who are managing the game is trying to decide what really is additive to the experience and what is just noise, right? It's just more isn't necessarily better, but better is better. And to be able to, you know, find out and test and to see how people are going to consume their sports in times going forward is what's really exciting, because you know, it's not just technology for technology's sake. Right. Doesn't really help anything, right? It's just one more thing to worry about. Technology that improves the connection between people who care about your team and the team, or give them information they wouldn't otherwise have, or present in a way that's more compelling and more engaging. Those are the things we got to focus on.
So people come up and ask me all the time. They want to know about San Francisco. What is the latest you can tell us on the Chase Center and how it's going forward?
You know, we feel like we're in a great place. We're this close. Of course, you probably feel like we've been this close for a while. We got a tremendous ruling from the trial judge in July on the lawsuit challenging our environmental impact report, as was the opponent's right. They appealed that to a 3-judge appellate court. There's a legislative timeline imposed over their decision, which we're expecting yet by December 1st. we're very confident that's going to be just as favorable as the trial judge in his judgment. If that's true, we're going to have a shovel in the ground first quarter next year, and well on our way to opening the 1920 season at Chase Center, Mission Bay, in San Francisco.
Hey, congratulations
Very
on
cool.
5 wonderful years. Thank you so much for joining us here on
Thanks,
Warriors
Laurence.
Live,
Thanks, Tim.
presented by Zoom. And it just gets better and better. Let's do it in year 6 next
Okay.
year, right at this time.
Deal.